Hi guys, welcome back to Grace's Journey and God's Faithfulness. Today's video is going to be a bit different. I'm going to talk about some of the questions that people ask me. So hope you stay tuned to the end of the video. Please subscribe, comment, share and hit the like button. I have the questions on my phone and I will be looking down at them. So first question I have, before I go on, this is Gracie. This is present day. This is Gracie today. She's asleep. We love cuddling together. I came up and I sat in that chair in the room. I took her and she stayed there with me and she has fallen asleep. First question here is, did Trisomy 18 come from me or my husband? This was a question that I asked the doctors at the hospital when Grace was first diagnosed with Trisomy 18. I asked the doctor, did it come from me? And he said to me, no, it's not something that can be put on either the mother or the father. It is something that happens sometimes, but neither the mother or the father can be blamed for it. So this is what I was told and this is what I am telling you guys today. Also, another question that people ask me, if you decide to have another child, will that child have Trisomy 18? That's another question I did ask the doctors, and I said, what if we were to have another child? Would this child have Trisomy 18 as well? And the doctor told me no, because Grace has Trisomy 18 doesn't mean another baby after her would have Trisomy 18. So that did clarify things for me. And how old is Grace? This one is something else. How old is Grace? Grace, right now, present day, Gracie is 7 years old. And when people ask me, I remember just recently I went to the rehab hospital with Grace and she was in a walker and she was walking, and a parent asked me, how old is she? And I said 7, and you can see the look on her face is as if she did not believe me. But this is not the first time this has happened, and I'm quite used to it right now. The first time that happened, we were in Paris. We were at the hotel in the elevator going back to our room, and this lady and her husband, I assume that was her husband, and they met us in the elevator and she asked me how old was Gracie, and I said to her, she's 4 years old. And she looked at me and she said, if you don't want to tell me your baby's age, don't tell me. I said, I'm telling you the truth, this is her age. And the husband was kind of embarrassed, but the lady was so upset, believing that I had just lied to her because I did not want to tell her Grace's age. But really and truly, Grace was 4 at the time. And I've met other people, and when they ask and I tell them that she is whatever age, they don't believe me. And to be honest with you, I at this point, I don't really care whether or not people believe me. All I know is that I've told them the truth, and either they accept it or not, and I cannot make nobody accept the truth. Yes, Gracie is smaller than her age, and that's okay. And it is what it is. She is 7, and I'm grateful to God that Gracie has lived to see 7 years, and that I'm very happy about. We celebrated her 7th birthday December of last year. We have some pictures. Maybe I will do a video on that. Maybe I will just put some pictures in there. But yeah, Gracie is 7 years old. The next question is, can Grace see? And the answer is yes, Gracie is able to see. Gracie has crossed eyes. It was worst, but now it is better. Right now you can hardly see it. And to me, it's not an issue. Thank God for that. Next question is, can she hear? And the answer is yes, she can hear. When we talk to her, whatever we tell her, she acts according to what we said. so she can hear. And I don't scream at Grace. I talk to Grace just like I would my son or my daughter, and she hears. When you tell her, Grace, give me your hand, she stretches her hand out, and you take her hand, then you'll say, give me your other hand. She will do the same, so she can hear. If she's sleeping and something falls, she jumps. If she's doing something and she's unaware and you come and you make a sudden noise or something drops, she jumps. So yes, Grace can hear. Next question is, will she be able to walk? And my answer is yes. Gracie is already walking with assistance. If you hold her hands, Gracie is walking. If you put her in a walker, Gracie walks. You don't need to push the walker, she will walk. And another question I was asked is, before Gracie started to walk, is, will she be able to walk? I said to the person, yes, she will be able to walk. I do believe that Grace will walk, because I'm not putting nothing negative in my mind. I choose not to be negative. I choose to be positive. And when they asked me that before she started to walk, I said yes. And another question that was put after that is, will her legs be able to support her when she will be ready to walk? And I said yes, of course, why not? Yes, she's able, her legs are able to support her and she's able to walk. My other question is, will Grace talk? That is a very frequent question. Will she be able to talk? And Gracie right now, she's able to say some words, like she will call her father dad, dada, even papa. She has even called him papa. She has called him daddy. So she's able to say those. She can say water. She can say dog. She can say done. These are words that she have used. Yes, she's able to talk. Is she able to hold a conversation with us right now? A full conversation? No, she's not able to do that yet. Do I believe she will do it? Yes, I do believe by the grace of God she will be able to do it. See, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And I have faith, and I do believe that she will be able to hold conversation with us one day by the grace of God. But she is able to say a few words, and yes, Gracie have said mom. And that day, it was so funny. That day, she wanted to walk in a walker, and because her brother was not allowing her to go where she wanted to go, she got mad and she screamed out, "Mom!" When I heard that, I just dropped everything that I was doing and I ran and like, "Yes, Gracie, mom is here." I was so happy. I was so happy. Finally, I heard mom. I was so happy. Gracie has said mom a few times, but she does not say it very often. And gosh, the day Gracie will say it very often, I will be so very happy. But I do believe one day I will hear that, and I cannot wait for the day that Grace and I will be able to sit down or walk and talk. I can't wait for me and Gracie to have conversations. This is something I really long for. This is one of my heart's desires, that Gracie and I can have conversations. Just sit and talk about anything, everything. And I believe that that day will come by the grace of God. I do believe that. Some people have asked me, can Gracie smile? Gracie smiles. Gracie is always smiling. Gracie giggles. If she wasn't sleeping, I would tickle her right now for you to hear these big giggles. And sometimes she will just scream. Like this morning, I just started to tickle her and she just started to scream. And I was like, oh my gosh, babe, this child is just screaming, and it's like music to my ears. I just love to hear Gracie scream. I love to hear Gracie giggle. I just love to hear Gracie laugh. You know, we tend to take these things for granted. We have a child, the child is healthy, you know, we leave the hospital, we come home, the child is doing what the child is supposed to do, sometimes before the age where the child is supposed to do that. But regardless, the child is doing it, and we just keep over these things. But having Gracie and knowing what she's gone through, knowing her diagnosis, knowing what they told me would not happen. She will not eat, she will not drink, she will not smile, she will not poop, pee. None of these things she would not be able to do. And to see Gracie doing these things, Lord, y'all, I appreciate every single little bit that she does, so much more than I have ever. Gracie is my third child, and to be honest with you, I have never looked forward to the child doing something as I am looking forward, and I have looked forward to seeing Gracie doing things. You know, to hear Gracie call Dada, I am so happy. But sometimes I do get jealous, and not in the sense where you think, well, no, sometimes I wish, like, why only call Dada all the time? I wish she was calling Mama too, right? And that's okay. This is where she's at right now, and this is where she is. She has called Mama. She have done that before, and I am grateful. I heard it from her, and to God be the glory. You know, to God be the glory. The next question is, does Grace understand when we talk to her? Gracie understands everything we say to her. When we say something, Gracie acts according to what we say. So yes, Gracie does understand what we are saying. How is Gracie doing today? Gracie is doing great. I am not complaining. I just want to thank God for His grace, His love, and His mercy upon Grace. God has been truly faithful to Grace. We've been very blessed, you know. And to be honest with you, when I talk a lot about the goodness of God. I talk about His faithfulness. But if it wasn't for my faith, I do not believe that Grace would be here today. And I have to give all the glory to God. I want to thank God for the way that my parents instill faith in us. Because when the doctors told me Gracie is not going to leave, when we were told that she had a day to a week to leave, there was no more hope from men. There was no more hope from men. All my hope, all my confidence, all my trust, all my faith was in God. And by the grace of God, Gracie is here today. This is what makes me who I am. This is how I live my life every day, according to my faith. And the stress, my faith helps me. When I am down, I go back to the scriptures. I play my gospel songs. It uplifts me. So my faith is playing a huge role in my life, and I thank God for that. You up, Mama? You up? Not yet? You still want to sleep? She's waking up. Hi. You still want to sleep? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll let you sleep, okay? She's my precious little girl, and I love to cuddle with her, and she loves it too. Grace is her own person. She has her own personality, and we do not treat Grace any different than our children. We treat Gracie just like we would treat the other children. Gracie needs more care, yes. Gracie needs more time, yes. But I'm not treating Gracie like, you can't do this, you can't do that. No. I'm gonna end this video here right now. Until next time, please do take care of yourself and your loved ones. And Gracie's journey and God's faithfulness continues.